Greetings and salutations, my fellow Americans. We're going to continue work on our hutch. I've already have the shelf that's going to go up here. I've got it mocked up down here because I'm using the frame to help hold it in place while I put in the screw holes, and then I'm going to put in the screws. These are 1x3, so they're going to be very sensitive, so you definitely have to do pilot holes or they'll crack. I've had enough issues with 2x4s cracking, and I think that 1x3s will probably crack much easier. So we're going to give it a try and see how it goes. Hopefully this time, while I'm moving the camera around, I won't accidentally stop the video and lose some of our content. Here we go. First hole. Oh, and I'm using that special bit that puts the recess for the screw heads in. That'll also keep it from cracking, someone told me, by recessing our screw heads. Well, that didn't work. Everything else I do. I guess I should be steadying the board. Let's try this again, huh? Needs to do more. What's happening is the whole hutch is moving on me. And that's not making life easy. So, to fix that, might as well use our built-in hole. Man, boards always bite me. I should wear gloves. I should wear gloves when I do this, huh? Okay, let's try it again. What? Yeah, this is all working great. As always. Something in the way there. Making that all screwy. Okay. Let's put that in place. Okay, let's try this again. This time without the oops. Now everything's being held to the table, so hopefully it won't move when I put pressure on it. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that should be enough. Try a second hole. There's a second hole. You just want it far enough in so that we can put wood filler and you won't see the screw holes. And we're also doing this because if you don't put a recess in your screw heads, when your screw head gets into the wood, it acts like a wedge and can crack it. That's why I've cracked my 2x4s. My 2x4s many times. Because I pushed the screw head in too far into the wood without recessing it, or countersinking it is the proper term I've been looking for. Good enough. There we go. Oh, we'll take my countersink bit off and put the screw bit back on. Now we're going to need, we're going to try these little ones because they're not as long. They go like a ½ inch in. It should be enough to hold. Of course, we could use these 2½ inch ones. Those are 1.25 inch. 2½ inch would go really far. I just don't know if that would end up splitting the wood or not. Oh. Let's try one of these, and if it makes funny sounds, then we'll stop. Of course, it'll probably crack as soon as it makes the funny sounds, but you know, that's just the way it goes. Okay, no horrible sounds. That's a good start. Are these boards even warped? It almost appears that way. Really? Well, yep. All wood is crap these days. Goes to show you. Did I get this one in far enough? There. Now it's in far enough that we can put wood filler over it and you can't tell there's a hole there. Let's see. Yeah, that's making some cracking sound, but not real bad. I just needed to get it in far enough for it to be recessed. Not completely recessed, but if I do any more, I think it's going to crack the wood. That was interesting. Yep, just recessed enough. I still feel some screw heads, so I might end up having to take this one out, but that's okay. I can take it out and do a little more recessing. As long as we don't crack the wood, who cares, right? The idea is not to crack the wood. Seems like it's cracking. Okay, so we pull this one out too. If we can get, there we go. At least I'm not disappointing with this. I've got myself out there as the crappy carpenter, and I'm doing a perfect job as a crappy carpenter. Okay, let's do that recess thing again. I mean the countersink bit. Okay, let's do a little bit more here. I know I went a little further because I saw sawdust. That tells me enough. Sometimes you can't tell if you're biting in there or not, but the sawdust is a pretty good indication that you're a dog, but you know, maybe someone doesn't know that one. As long as you see sawdust, you're obviously cutting. There. That's a little more recessed. We're not aiming for perfection. We're just aiming for not as crappy as the last time I did something. The only way I'm going to be the non-crappy carpenter is to keep practicing. And that is a spinning screw. Not good. It's, well, not stripped, but kind of stripped, yeah. So, what do we do when we do that? We use a bigger screw. Ta-da! Hopefully. Like I said, I'm glad I'm not disappointing anybody with this. That is not, there we go. And if that screw doesn't work, apparently I can use this one, which somehow got in there. And that one's even longer. Okay. Where? Ah, there it went. Man. Here, let's try this again, shall we? Okay. You gotta be kidding me. You know, I said use bigger screw. I guess I'm gonna have to. That one is just as loose as the last one was. Okay. Let's see. Nope. 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 Ah. Phillips said, because all of my screws are conveniently have different heads. Isn't that nice? Wish we could have just a standard. Phillips sucks though. They strip out so easy. These hex heads are much better. But, and now I dropped the screw. This is like a 3-ring circus here. Da, 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 da. What can I do next?